Hi everyone, it's your boy Zach, and I haven't done a video on this channel in a couple of days. I was traveling, and then I got sick from traveling, but now I'm back. So I just watched this movie, The Highwaymen, on Netflix with Kevin Costner and Woody Harrelson. I think it came out like 2 weeks ago. And I had it in my queue, and I think I even started watching it a couple days ago, and then I finally finished it today. But it was good. Now, I did a video a couple of weeks ago about Quigley Down Under, titled Quigley Down Under. Your dad probably loves this movie. And your dad will definitely love this movie. This is a very, very dad movie. So I'm still getting over a little bit of a cold, so I probably sound kind of gross right now. But anyway, so The Highwaymen is about, and I didn't check it all to see how true this, based on true life story is. I always just assume it's true when it helps the dramatics of the movie, and it's not true when it doesn't. So it's about these two guys. I think their name are Galt and Hamer, but they're just Kevin Costner, the same as he always is, and Woody Harrelson, the same as he always is. This is a movie based very much on Kevin Costner and Woody Harrelson's likability. So it's about these two ex-Texas Rangers who are retired, semi-retired. Kevin Costner's character seems to have some sort of money, but they don't really say how. The Texas Rangers has been disbanded, but Bonnie and Clyde are right at the height of their, crime spree, and they're going in this big. It's actually pretty cool. It's basically a big figure eight through like 8 different states. And they keep swinging through Texas. So the governor basically starts saying, hey, pull out all the stops, find these people. And so what they do is you would think it would be a movie about reinstituting the Rangers, but they don't. What they do is they find these 2 ex-Rangers and they give them some kind of, it's kind of funny, they don't even get a badge, they just get a piece of paper. They're redesignated as something like detectives on the highway patrol, and it's kind of very interesting because you want a good thumbnail, and so you get a picture of Kevin Costner with his giant gun. It's not a BAR. It looks like a BAR. It's a Colt monitor. I went to one of my favorite websites. It's called Internet. What is it called? It's called like Internet Firearms Database. It's kind of like IMDb, but for guns. So you can search by gun or search by movie. So if you go to the John Wick 2 entry, it'll show you all the guns, usually show you a good clear picture of them, and then tell you a little bit about the gun, but then you can like click on the gun and see all the other guns that they've been in. It's actually really good for artists, But anyway, so I found a picture with a gun because that's what you show. But this isn't about Kevin Costner with a gun. It's about Kevin Costner being likable, being in old-timey things, and being kind of weirdly in shape and in horrible shape at the same time. The funny thing is that Kevin Costner, he's pretty weathered and he's pretty, thick. But then Woody Harrelson is supposed to be older than him, but also in much worse shape. Now, Woody does give his best, rendition of being in poor shape, but like they're wearing these old-timey, wool clothes, and you can see like he's got good leg muscles. Even one time he's supposed to be walking around all broken down, an old man, but you can see like he does yoga and he has all those like strong back muscles from doing yoga. So it's kind of funny. He's a very, very fit man, acting like he's 20, 30 years older than he is. So one of the interesting things about it, and tell me, I've heard good and bad things about that Zac Efron, Ted Bundy movie, but Bonnie and Clyde are barely ever in this movie. I think they might be in 5 minutes of it. It's mainly about looking for them in a very kind of boring but oddly cool way, which is You look at patterns, you find out who their associates were, you park outside their dad's house, their mom's house, you talk to people, and it's just kind of a road picture. One of the things that, it's very well made. It's directed by John Lee Hancock. That's the type of name you have if you direct movies about people looking for Bonnie and Clyde. But he did a movie I love called The Founder. And usually at some point, like, this isn't a trashy movie. It's not Mobsters starring Christian Slater. It kind of seems to be in the vein of important movie. And then about halfway through, you realize that it isn't. It's just a movie. It's got the cinematography of that important movie for your consideration. But really, it's just, your dad will like this. So they get a couple lucky breaks. There's a couple little fun scenes. There's not really a big twist. There is kind of a revelation of things they did when they were younger and things they kind of want to get past, but they can't really get past because they're the people you call to do this type of thing. They're the people you call when, the typical justice system fails. They're basically, semi-official vigilantes. So they do end up tracking Bonnie and Clyde successfully and effectively executing them. But it's just I was going to say it's a really good movie. It's not a really good movie. It's a good movie. And I think basically anyone who watches it is going to like it. It's 2 hours, 15 minutes. Does it need to be? I mean, it's one of those movies where you get 30 minutes in and you're either like, I can take this, I like it, or this is not. If you get 15 to 20 minutes in and you don't like it, switch it off. It really doesn't have any big twists or big change. It's basically two actors you like in an old-timey kind of fun scene, kind of the gangsters, but the gangsters are kind of barely in it. It's just a lot of them interacting with 1920s people. A lot of good actors. William Sadler, who I'm a huge fan of, he's in there. A lot of character actors who you don't know their names, but that's kind of the bit about character actors. You don't know their names, but whenever you see them, you're like, oh, I like that guy. So I would say definitely recommend it if you're a dad. And if you like the first 15 minutes, you'll like the rest of it. So one thing I'm really interested in hearing is, should I see that Zac Efron Ted Bundy movie? Because I'm getting wildly divergent recommendations for it. I'm interested in it because I think I heard that it's told from the point of view of the girlfriend who doesn't know that he's into all this stuff. So in that way, it's kind of related to this. They're not hammering you with Bonnie and Clyde shooting 1 million people. You just get a couple scenes of that. It's mainly about someone else's perspective on them. So let me know if I should check out that Ted Bundy, Zac Efron movie on Netflix. Anyway, thanks for watching. And I'm either going to be watching that Ted Bundy, Zac Efron movie next, or I think I'm going to catch the finale of Arrow because they brought back, what's his name, his friend from season 1. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.